Namaste and hi friends, Parvati here with Visionary Veda, bringing you your Vedic Astrology Full Moon Report for this October 20th, 2021. In this report, I'm going to go over the energies at play for this beautiful and powerful and very, very potent full moon happening in the sidereal sign of Aries in the Nakshatra or the fixed star of Ashwini. Ashwini Nakshatra is the first nakshatra of the 27 nakshatras which actually make up the zodiac signs. They are known in Vedic astrology as the fixed stars or the lunar abodes or the lunar mansions of the sky, of which the moon travels through in its course of 1 month around the complete zodiac calendar. So Ashwini is the first nakshatra, and it's a very powerful and potent healing star. So let's get started on this Vedic astrology report. Now, as most of you who have been following me know, that when I give these reports, it's on a forecasts, it's on a very general level of the raw energies of the planets, the signs, and the nakshatras. If you would like to see how these energies are interacting in your personal life, you can contact me for a Vedic astrology reading at my email, which is visionaryveda@gmail.com. It's also printed in the description box below. Okay, so having said that, let's get started. We are in the third week of October with only a couple of months left for this year. How has this year been faring for you? It's pretty intense and volatile times. And this full moon may be lending its energies in a way that could be seen as a bit frustrated, a bit aggressive, can come out a bit volatile, but it all depends on your own moon sign and how it interacts with this full moon. On a general level, the reason for the volatility is because, first of all, Aries is a very passionate, fiery sign that is ruled by the planet Mars. Now, as of now, and actually for quite a few months now, Mars has been what's known as combust. That means whenever a planet is very close to the rays of the sun, it's considered to be combust. In my last video, I spoke a little bit how that also in Vedic astrology translates to a planet becoming purified by going through like the passage of purification of the fiery rays of the sun. So the sun is actually burning up that planet's samskaras or imprints of that planet's energies that may not be behaving in the highest way, or it may not be expressing in its highest way. So Mars has been going through this purification process now for a long time, quite a few months. I believe the combustion started in August, in the sign of Leo, in the sign of the sun. So the sun was very, very strong. The sun also represents our egoic energy, so it's very righteous in that sign. Mars being the planet of aggression and energy, actually, more energy, as well as logic, discipline, discernment, was combust and is still combust, and I believe it's going to be combust until 1 month more until like almost the end of November, and then we're all going to breathe a sigh of relief. But anyway, when that combustion started, the sun was in a very strong place. So our egos, our solar energies were really coming from a place of righteousness. Now, the sun on the 17th of October transitioned into its sign of debilitation, which is Libra. And Libra is the sign of the other. And it's diametrically opposed, as you know, where this full moon is happening, which is a sign of Aries. And Aries is, being the first sign, very much the sign of the individual. So we can be experiencing a lot of dramatic effects happening where it's conflicts, rather, between the individual and the other, between the individual and places and people we need to compromise with, or even groups that we may be wanting to belong to or associate with, yet we're wanting to assert our individuality, which oftentimes can be opposing the group. But during this time, because of the combustion of Mars and the debilitation of the sun, this can be brought to light more. And if this has been occurring in your life, if you've been seeing these conflicts occurring, or these feelings where in our own egos we feel a bit not so powerful, so we feel we need to express or put our power over others, including standing up or individuating from groups. Write in the comments below and let me know how your experience has been. I know I've been experiencing this in my life as well, in various facets. And the question really is, like, what is the medicine here? Now, why do I say what is the medicine? Because the nakshatra of this full moon is the nakshatra of Ashwini. And Ashwin, or the deities of this nakshatra, which are the Ashwin twins, they're depicted as two horses, which is like the symbol of health, healthy as a horse, right? And they're known as the physicians to the gods. And it's these Ashwin twins that have the power to heal. So when these conflicts are arising around this time, and especially will be brought to light during this full moon, instead of bringing up or playing the blame game or the deflection game, or it's that person's fault, what is it that's being reflected in us that still needs to heal? Why did these conflicts come about? Is it necessarily about us saying okay and kind of putting our egos down and saying, okay, I was wrong, or I want to fit into this group, or I want to make this relationship work, and actually subjugating our own egos in order to do that? Is it that we need to stand up for ourselves and actually stand up for what is right and still come up against those people or groups or situations that we have issues with? Or can we use this as a opportunity to have a look within ourselves and see, okay, where is it that I still need to grow? Where is it that I still need to mature? What are the lessons that I still need to learn? How can I do better next time? And use it as a healing opportunity, a transformational opportunity. Use that medicine and that clarity of this full moon to be able to see in a different way and change patterns within ourself. We also have, really quickly, just to cover the other planetary alignments, we also have Jupiter and Mercury and Saturn all going direct. So whatever it is that is illuminated for during this full moon, we can bring into our consciousness and move forward with. Now, I also wanted to touch on something else which is very powerful for this full moon. And in the Vedic or the Hindu calendar, this full moon is known as Sharad Purnima, or the autumn full moon, or the harvest moon in other ways to look at it. And it is said that this is the most powerful full moon of the entire cycle of the year, because the 16 kalas of time, or the 16 different energies of the phases of the moon. Now you're going to be like, what? Why 16, right? Because we have 15 phases, from full moon to the new moon, and from the new moon to the full moon. Well, there is the 16th phase, or the 16th kala, or the 16th measurement of time. Because, when the moon changes, we measure the weeks gone by. And this kala is the highest divine. It's beyond this earthly plane. And it is said that it's the kala, or the tithi, that is only embodied by divine beings. So the story goes that it's during this full moon that Lord Krshna himself, because of all the love of the gopis, or his devotees, or his bhaktis, right? He manifested himself in 100,000 different forms of himself to dance the divine dance of the Ras Leelas, which each and every single one of the gopis. So he was blessing them with his universal love. And it's during this full moon that, even though it might be in Aries, even though it might be a bit aggressive, or a bit difficult, or a bit frustrating, or a bit aggravating in certain ways, there's a huge medicinal and transformational power for us to be able to tap into those energies of universal love and devotion. So having that love, feeling that amrit, the moon has this power to charge us with the nectar of love, and being to tap into that nectar of love, drink from that nectar, from that soma of the moon, of love and clarity and understanding. Forgive ourselves, forgive the other, and learn how to embody, or try our best to embody, that bhav, or that quality of universal love and devotion, right? So that is going to do it for my full moon in Aries report, Vedic Astrology report, happening on October 20th, 2021. I hope you enjoyed this forecast and got something of benefit out of it. If you would like a reading from me, with me, please feel free to reach out on email at visionaryveda@gmail.com. Otherwise, enjoy the life, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, I'd be happy to interact with you. And wishing you all a very happy, powerful Sharad Purnima. May you enjoy, may you celebrate, may you transmute and transform the lower base egoic energies into the universal consciousness, or the universal energy of divine love. All right. Take care, my friends. See you next time. Happy full moon. Thank you. Bye-bye.